This is Sayantani. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video of this channel. Today's topic is representation of geographical features, and this is the first chapter of ICSE class 8 geography. So without any further delay, let's get started. And we will start from few definitions. It will help you to understand the chapter in further. So first concept is contour. Contour is an imaginary line joining place having the same height above the sea level, and contour is an imaginary line which is joining the places having the same height of sea level. So we'll try it with a diagram that it is an imaginary line, okay, and having the same height. We will join this way, and this place have, if there is any landform, they have the same height. Suppose this contour value is 400 meter, so all the places is 400 meter height above the sea level. One thing keep in your mind that we will measure the height of any place from sea level. Okay, from sea level we will measure a height of any place. Okay, I think this concept is clear to all. Next concept is contour interval. The space between the contour line represent a set distance which is called contour interval. Suppose this one is this contour value is 300 meter and this contour value is 400 meter. So the space between these and the interval between this is 100 meter. So the contour interval is the space between the contour line which represent a set distance is called contour interval. Next one is mountain. As we know that mountain, that it is an elevation which rise abruptly above the surrounding area. That it is rises like that. This is the mountainous area, and mountain which elevation which is rise above the surrounding area, which height is higher than surrounding area, it is called mountainous. And in case of mountain, the height will be 600 meter, above 600 meter. It is an elevated plain, relatively level surface which falls shown rapidly. Okay, with the help of this picture, this is the picture of a plateau whose the both side is steep, but the upper part of plateau is very flat. Okay, and when we'll understand the plateau with the help of contour line, it will clear to you that why the plateau is formed like that. Next one is passes or col. Col is a short steep side depression on a ridge. Okay, next one is temporary settlement. The settlements which are occupied for a short period is called temporary settlement. In case of permanent settlement, the settlement which are occupied for a long period of time, it is called the permanent settlement. And next one is compact pattern of settlement. The nucleate settlement have number of houses built close to each other along the narrow street. When they are situated or they live together along the narrow road or street, it is called the compact pattern of settlement. Next is topographical map. Topographical map, which is very important and which is the main topic of this chapter. And topographical map, it is the large scale map which shown in elevation, relief features, drainage, vegetation, man-made features like road, railways, settlement, etc. It is called the topographical map. Sorry, some words are added here which is not necessary for this. So what is topographical map? Topographical map is a type of map which is a large scale map. What is large scale map? Large scale map shown the smaller area, and small scale map shown the larger area. Okay, the large scale map which is shown the smaller area and which shows the elevation, relief, drainage, vegetation and man-made features also like road, railways, settlements, etc. It is called the topographical map. Next one is contour interval, which I already explained that. Next one is the gentle slope. When the contour lines are far away each other, an angle or degree of the slope is very low, it is called the gentle slope. With the help of a contour line, we will understand this. the gentle slope and the steep slope. In case of gentle slope, the contour lines are far away each other. The distance between two contour is far away. This is called the gentle slope. And in case of steep slope, the distance between contour is very close and they situated close to each other. This is called the steep slope. Okay. Next one is hill. The natural elevation of earth's surface, which is smaller than mountain, is called hill. The height of the hill is smaller than a mountain. It is called hill. Next, we will start the topographical map in details, and here it is in the concept or definition of the few terms, and it will help you, as I told you, that it will help you to understand the topic and understand this chapter very easily. That's why I explained it. So now let's start the topographical map. As I explained that to what is topographical map, this is the picture of a topographical map, where this red line is a road. It is a man-made features. In the definition of topographical map, I told you that topographical map is a large scale map which shown the elevation means height. If there is any mountain, or we can understand it, if there is any mountain or plateau, with the help of contour we will understand that. We can understand that elevations, relief features, and drainage. The blue color or sky color mark is denoted or indicated the drainage, and vegetation is green shaded. This green shaded part is denoted or indicated the vegetation. So man-made features, railway, roads, settlements, all are denoted in red color. Okay, but this line is basically indicated the roads, and this line is railways, and settlement is there also. So what is topographical map? It is clear to you. I think it is clear to all. Next, the use of topographical map. This is used in engineering, public work, commercial and residential planning, and this is also a such map which extensively used in the field of defense and navigations. With the help of this map, it is help in the field of defense and navigations. That's why this picture is, these topographical maps are very confidential and very important. On topographical map, what we have to study, that the description of mountain, plateau, plain, slope of the land, highest as well as the lowest slopes, etc. And all the features that I told you earlier, that the mountain, plateau, plains, that can be identified with the help of contour. With the help of contour, we can identify it. With the help of contour, we can identify the mountain. In case of mountain, the contours are very close to each other because the height of mountain is like that, and it is the steep slope. And in case of steep slope, as we know that the contours are very closer to each other, and so it is a very steep slope, and they have a point or triangle because it has the apex or zenith. So a contour is an imaginary line joining places having the same height above the sea level is called the contour. And contour line makes it possible to represent three-dimensional picture on two-dimensional surface. Okay, and contours are drawn in brown color in toposit. In toposit, we can identify contour as a brown color, drainage as a sky color, vegetation as a green color, or agricultural part is a yellow color, and any man-made features is represented and donated in either red color. Road settlements are denoted in red color, and the railway and other features is denoted as a black color. And what contour line shows the elevation of the land, that if contours are closer to each other, then it is the hill or mountainous region. If contours are far away each other, then it is like a plain land. So stiffness of this rope and shape of the land at various height. The spacing of contour expresses the stiffness of the slope, as I explained it. And if the contours crowded together, it's mean within a short distance it is a great change of height and slope is steep. Widely spaced contour, on the other hand, means a gradual change of height and gentle slope. Next, the basic features of contour. They are continuous curved line and the same place, the height of it join the places of same height. It drawn in constant interval. It's closer together in area of steep slope, but they are wider apart in area of gentle slope. And the pattern of contour line is very resemble. And the shape of the line, the value of contour line is written towards the ascending side of contour terms. The contour line is shown in black in color on map. This point I already explained. And type of slope, two type of slope, gentle slope and steep slope. If you see this picture with the help of contour, that these contour are wider apart each other, or they are, the distance between this contour is far away than this, and they are closer to each other. When the far apart, the contour lines show the gentle slope. This is the gentle slope, and in case when it is closer to each other, it show the steep slope. And spot elevations are height between the contour line, that's shown there. This is the spot elevation. As I told you, when we measure the height of any distance, we measure from mean sea level or sea level. We are going to discuss about the contour representation on relief. It means that the mountain, plateau, plain, how mountain, plateau, plains are represented with the help of contour line. The relief is an important or essential aspect of physical geography, and mountain, valleys, passes, hills, it can be represented by contour line. I already explained what is contour line. Mountain. Mountain is an elevation which rises abruptly above the surrounding area. See, with the help of diagram, we can easily understand that it is an elevation which height is 1300 meter. On a map, contours showing the mountain are closely spaced. If you see this, you can easily understand that the contour line are located closely to each other, and generally there are several summits in a mountain. Okay, so what kind of contour lines we can be seen in case of mountain formation? That time you have to answer that the contour lines are closely spaced in case of mountain. Okay, next one is conical hill. Conical hill is a natural elevation of the earth's surface. It has a broad base and crest, and definitely there will be a peak or summit. It is a natural elevation of the earth's surface which is smaller than mountain. The height of the conical hill is smaller than mountain. The height of mountain is more than 600 meter. In case of hills, it is 300 to 600 meter. Okay, so it is smaller than mountain. It is known as hills. Its base is broad and almost circular in shape, and it has a narrow peak. If you see this, it has a narrow peak, and contours showing in case of conical hill, they are also closely spaced to each other and with a peak of hills. If you see this, the interval between two contours is 50 meter, 50, 100, 150, 200. In this way, they are closely to each other. They are shown in this picture. It is showing that they are closely to each other, and the contour are drawn almost in regular intervals. See, 50 to 100, there is the difference is 50 meter, and 150 to 100, it is also 50 meters. So regular interval. Next one is plateau, or another name of plateau is tableland. With the help of this contour line, we can able to understand the concept of plateau. Plateau is an elevated plain with relatively level surface which fall down rapidly. See, the upper part of plateau is flat. In earlier I have drawn already a map of plateau. Almost it is similar to that. The top is flat and the contour showing is almost concentrated on its sides, and central part is almost without contour. See, the central part is almost without contour and the contour lines are concentrated on both sides. So it is called the plateau. Next one is ridge. Ridge is a high elongated hills represented on map by elliptical contours. See, the contour lines are concentrated in both sides, and also there is a peak point, or there is a peak or summit. The line of greatness elevation or ridge is called the ridge line, and the contours showing ridge are elongated and closely spaced. See, in this picture they are closely spaced, and on the both sides as well as there are 3 peak points, and the passes across a ridge, and passes are there. Next one is col, saddle and gap. Col, saddle and gap. Okay, a col is basically a short steep sided depression on the ridge, and road usually follow such depression. Such a passage provide a col in a mountain is called the passes, and it is a lowland area between highland area, two mountain peak. Lowland area between two mountain peak is called the col. Okay. Next one is saddle. When the depression between two mountain peaks become broad and low, it is called saddle. This is the picture of saddle. Between two mountain peaks, the lowland area is broad and low. This is called the saddle. And what is gap? This is the picture of gap. The term gap is generally used for pass which has been lowered by the action of running water. In this place, running water is moving on. That's why it is called gap. Thank you for watching. Next class we will learn about the next part of this chapter. Till then, thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you like this video, please press the like button. Thank you.